Everyone assumes intelligent people simply know more facts, more answers, more information. But that's not the real difference. What separates them isn't how much they've memorized, but the way they think, the perspective they bring to challenges, and how they handle stress when others fall apart. You don't need a flawless memory or perfect grades to be sharp. You just need to start thinking the way highly effective people do. Today, I'll share 5 practical shifts that can change the way you use your mind. They're not difficult, yet most people never discover them. If you begin practicing these, you'll notice results almost immediately. People will turn to you for advice. Problems won't rattle you as much. And you'll feel in control instead of overwhelmed. Let's dive in. 1. They don't fight to win arguments. Most people, when challenged, turn disagreements into battles. They argue, they raise their voices, they try to prove the other person wrong. But genuinely smart people take another approach. They ask questions. Real questions, not traps. They say things like, "Help me understand your view," or "What led you to feel that way?" They're not out to humiliate anyone. They are out to learn. Here's the surprising part. When you stop fighting and start listening, others stop being defensive. They share more openly. That's when meaningful conversations happen. And often, people change their own perspective without being forced. The truth is, you can't coerce someone into agreement, but you can guide them into rethinking. 2. They zoom out to see the bigger picture. Most people get trapped in small setbacks. They fail one exam and decide they're stupid. They hear one rejection and assume they're worthless. They experience a bad day and conclude their entire life is falling apart. Smart thinkers act like a camera lens. They pull back. They don't obsess over one moment. They look for patterns. Maybe the failed exam means new study habits are needed. Maybe the rejection is a signal to adjust their approach. Zooming out turns problems into puzzles, and puzzles always have solutions. Instead of panicking, they ask, "What's really happening here? What do I control? What can I try next?" They don't collapse under pressure, they make a plan. 3. They stop wasting energy on the uncontrollable. Most people lose hours worrying about things beyond their reach. What others think of them, tomorrow's weather, a boss's mood, or imaginary disasters that haven't even happened. All that worry creates nothing but stress. Clear thinkers follow a simple rule. If it's outside my control, I don't waste energy on it. Can't stop the rain? Bring an umbrella. Can't control people's opinions? Focus on being kind and honest. Can't guarantee the job offer? Put your best effort into the interview. By shifting focus only to controllable actions, they conserve massive amounts of energy. Energy they can then channel into making real progress. Once you stop worrying about everything, you start fixing the things that truly matter. 4. They use silence as a powerful tool. Most people hate quiet moments. In conversations, they rush to fill every gap. They speak without thinking. But sharp minds know the value of silence. They pause before speaking. They listen carefully. They let others finish. Silence changes the room. It makes people pay attention. When you wait before responding, your words carry more weight. When you listen without interrupting, people feel respected. Quiet doesn't mean ignorance. It often signals confidence and control. Try this. The next time someone asks you a question, count to 3 before you answer. You'll be surprised at how much clearer and more thoughtful your response becomes. 5. They pause before reacting. This might be the most critical skill. Most people react instantly, honking at traffic, snapping back at insults, or giving up when something doesn't work out. But those who think wisely insert a pause. They take a breath and ask themselves, "Is this worth my energy? What's the smartest response here?" Instead of lashing out when insulted, they might remind themselves the other person could be having a bad day. This isn't weakness, it's control. The one who stays calm when others lose their temper has the real advantage. The one who thinks before acting makes the best choices. So here's the takeaway. You don't need to be the loudest, or know the most, or collect endless achievements. You just need to think differently. Ask questions instead of arguing. Look for patterns instead of panicking. Focus on controllable actions. Value silence. Pause before reacting. Most people won't do these things. They'll keep wasting energy fighting, worrying, and overreacting. But if you build these 5 habits, everything changes. You'll find solutions while others see obstacles. You'll remain steady under pressure. You'll earn respect because you respond with clarity instead of chaos. People will begin seeking your advice, wondering how you stay so calm and effective. The best part? None of this requires genius. It requires awareness, patience, and practice. You don't transform your mind overnight. You build it one choice at a time. So here's your challenge. Pick one habit from these 5 and practice it this week. Don't overwhelm yourself trying all at once. Maybe you choose pausing before you react. Or maybe you focus on asking questions instead of arguing. Start small. Build momentum. And if you want help sticking with it, subscribe here. Every week, you'll get tools and strategies to think clearer, feel more confident, and face life differently. Join a community that chooses growth. And share in the comments which of these habits you'll begin with. Your progress matters, and your story might inspire someone else to change. Remember, intelligence isn't about what you know, it's about how you think. And starting today, you have the power to think in ways that set you apart.